Alright, I just scrolled through my phone to no avail. By the way, we're not doing pho today. But I was thinking maybe a February pho show, huh? Problem is I'd have to set the tripod up and work on it all week. Just the broth takes like 2-3 days. But great show for mid-February. Tonight what I'm going to do is something I saw, and I just scrolled through my whole phone and could not find it. And you know I like to give credit. A lot of times on the show, sometimes I'll do book recipes and I'll show you the book. Sometimes I'm winging it, doing stuff off the top of my head. But occasionally, I'm the type of guy, when I see something on either like an IG reel or Facebook or TikTok of somebody doing a recipe that when I see it, I'm like, oh man, that looks great. I have to do it like within, if I have the stuff in the house, I'm doing it then. But I usually have to do it within a day or two or that week if I have to gather up some stuff. And I saw this thing and I was like, man, I want to try that. It's just a little like snacky kind of thing. And I don't know if it was an IG reel. I don't know if it was a TikTok. I scrolled through. I'm very low tech. I know there's ways to like save, tag, bookmark. I don't know. I'm just a boomer, right? So what I do is if I see something I like, I go to share, I copy the link, and then I either text it to myself or messenger it to myself. And I forget about it. But sometimes months later, I'll get an inkling and I'll scroll through and go, ooh, yeah, I wanted to do that. This is one of those, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't even because it was so simple. I was like, I can remember that. But I do like to credit where credit is due. So if the person who posted this saw it, or if you saw this, I apologize. I'm not trying to steal. This is just a fun me cooking at home channel, and I saw this. I doubt the person's post that I saw invented this. It's so ridiculous. But it looked good. I want to give it a try. Let's start by making some mayonnaise. That was not in that recipe, but I'll show you why when we get to it. To the board. Come on. Let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, let's start with the mayo. We've done this before. We're doing a stick blender mayo. I like to do it in this ball jar, and then I can just cap it, and there you go. Sometimes I use lemon. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar today. So let's get everything in our jar. Now, I caught some grief from a viewer from the last episode because I got shell in, giving me a real hard time because I didn't crack it on a flat surface. To be honest with you, I've had success either way. Shell, no shell. On the flat surface, on the thing. I think it's up to the egg, but whatever. They say do it on a flat surface. So that's what I did. Half a teaspoon of mustard seed. You can use, your prepared mustard. You could just put a little half teaspoon of mustard in there. About a teaspoon of sugar. Wait a minute. That's the salt. Woo! Caught myself. We're only putting a pinch of salt, and then we'll check it at the end. Teaspoon of sugar, about 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar for this batch, and I'll show you why in a minute. We're making the mayo, but we're going to make some tartar sauce, and I'll use lemon for the tartar. About 2 teaspoons of this. I shook it up to get some of that mother in there. Nice organic vinegar, apple cider with the mother. Okay, let's mix that around a little. Pinch of salt. And let's get the blender going. And I got my light olive oil. You could use, I don't know, sunflower, safflower. You want a light, very neutral flavored oil. I've made mayonnaise with extra virgin and it's just too potent of a flavor for me. You may like it. Remember, just a couple of drops at first to get that emulsion started. Once you get it started, you'll see it. Then you can start drizzling a nice thin stream. Slow. I don't know if I mentioned this is 3/4 cup of extra light olive oil. start rising it up. As it begins to emulsify, should have put a towel under this, but I don't want to stop now. It's looking good. Starting to get nice and thick. All that oil in there. 3/4 of a cup. Get that full emulsion. Okay. We have mayonnaise, folks. Let's give it a taste. See if we want a little bit more salt. Beautiful emulsion. Look at that. Upside down. No need for the Hellmann's. I almost bought Hellmann's today. I was shopping and I had a coupon for like $1.50 off a 20 or 30 ounce, and it was like, I don't know, Hellmann's is like $6 for a 30 ounce jar, $6.50. The olive oil cost me $6.50, and I can make a couple of batches of mayo and keep it fresh. Seemed like a no-brainer to me. Okay, let me clean up, and then I'll show you what we're going to do, and then while it's cooking, we'll make the tartar sauce out of our fresh mayo. It's nice to let this set up for a minute too. All right, let me clean up. Okay, what we're making that I saw are tuna fish sticks. And it's so simple. It's tuna, 1 egg, and some nice sharp cheddar cheese. We'll season it, salt and pepper. But first, we are going to make tartar sauce, but I tasted this. It's great. I'm going to add, and a little bit of sugar is beautiful. The apple cider vinegar and the mustard. Then I'm going to add a pinch more salt, and I'm just going to put a little lemon juice. I don't want to break the emulsion, but a little more acid. I could add more cider, but I like the mix of the lemon juice and the cider. Pinch of salt. Let's see. Beautiful. Oh, perfect. That little extra bit of acid. Beautiful mayonnaise. And we will make a tartar sauce while our fish sticks are cooking. So, I'm going to head over to the stove, take this top off. This is tuna in olive oil, and I'm going to drain it off real good. So I'll be back. Okay, tuna's drained, and I saved the olive oil. That'll make a nice salad dressing tomorrow. Grab a fork here. Let's get our tuna in the bowl. One egg. And screw it, I'm defiant by nature. 0 shell. And I want about 1 cup of this grated sharp cheddar. QC. I could have eyeballed it right into the fish, but like I said, I saw this. I want to think it was an IG reel, but I don't know. I thought I saved it. But they said a cup, so let's measure a cup because I haven't done this before. And shouldn't really be grating on here. I'll have to get all the cheese off because that's going in the oven. Oh, let me get the Breville going. Bake 350. We'll get that going. Heat it up. George Carlin. Preheat the oven. There's only 2 stages of an oven. Heated, unheated, and heated. Alright, that should be about a cup. Yeah. Set this aside. That's good. And I want to get everything off of this sheet so it doesn't melt on there in the oven. Get all those pieces off. I do have the foil down. No sense wasting the cheese and making a mess. Okay, let's season it. Just a touch. A little pepper, a little bit of salt. And let's start mixing that up. Got the egg in there. 3 ingredients: tuna, cheddar, and egg. I'm thinking, how could this not be good? Trying to remember if there was a little bit of flour, but I'm 99% sure no. It was these 3 ingredients. That's what kind of impressed me about it. Okay, I'm going to use my hands now, because what I want to do is really kind of get that cheese in there. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is start making my fish sticks. Take a nice handful. The egg should be well through, so it should hold them together. That's why I smushed it, to distribute the egg all the way through. And let's put them on our... You know what? I should probably drop a little spray on this. Give me a sec. Can't hurt, right? I got the coconut oil spray. Just give a little spritz, because that cheese is going to melt, right? So they're going to want to stick. Okay, let's get them on. All right, I'll make the rest of the sticks, and the oven should be preheated. All right, here's my fish sticks. Tuna, cheddar, and 1 egg. As you can see, I made 4. That's what I remember them looking like. Almost like little breakfast sausages. But I could have made 1 more like that, but I've never done this before. I don't know how well they're going to cook and hold together, so I made 2 thinner ones, and we'll gauge it. The Breville oven is now heated. It was previously unheated. Then I preheated it. Now it's heated. 850, so in they go. Let's make a little tartar sauce. I think it's like 15-20 minutes. Let's make our tartar. Here's that freshly made mayonnaise. A little bit of lemon juice, salt and pepper. I am going to get some capers, some parsley, and you would want a little chopped pickle in there. Oh, shallot. And you would want a little chopped pickle, which I don't have. We'll get the crunch from the capers and the shallot, but I do have my dill garlic brine with a little dill. We'll put that in. Okay. Let's get a spoon here. Get a cleaver. And let's go to town. Get a little mayo. Save the rest as mayonnaise. Sandwich, whatever. So good. That little bit of lemon. I'm going to put a little extra salt. Some lemon juice. Not too much. I don't want to thin it down too much, but I do want the zing. Let's get a little bit of shallot. I had a scallion too. I was thinking about using that, but shallot is your traditional tartar. Get some nice small dice in there, almost like a brunoise, smaller than brunoise, like a nice fine chop. It's not a lot of mayo. I think that's good right there. Chop this up real fine. Okay. In with the shallot. Some capers. Use the back of the spoon. I am here alone, so I've talked about having a tasting spoon, but nobody else is going to be dipping into this tartar sauce anytime soon before it's gone. So 1 spoon. Okay. Capers. Let's get a little parsley. I can just do the whole thing. These stems are so thin and tender. And by the way, the stems pack a lot of flavor on parsley. A lot of herbs. Thyme when it's young, cilantro. Don't dish your stems. Parsley, salt, black pepper. Ooh, I need some more peppercorns in here. I'll do that off camera. The mill has been generously replenished. So let's get some black pepper in there. And last but not least, we have our dill. Oh, our dill brine. But let's put a little dill in there. Let's get some in. Little shades of summer 2024. The dill was phenomenal this year. I've got a bunch dried. For the crunch, a little chopped dill pickle would be nice, but all my pickles are gone. Oh, you know what I thought I was going to do? Did I take it out? I was going to put a little. Hang on. We don't have cucumber dill pickles, but we do have peppers. Let's put a little, let's go for the red, a little cherry pepper. Yeah, here's a nice little sliver. Look at that. Custom made for our tartar sauce. A little color, a little zing. I think the jalapeno might be too hot. These cherry peppers are nice. Just the slightest kick, but sweet. Might want a little more parsley. Let's see when we mix it up. Let's give this a taste. Oh, that's nice. Needs nothing. Beautiful tartar sauce. So let's come over. We'll let that marry up. Again, I'll clean up here so we can plate. But first, let's go over and take a look at our sticks. Okay, you can see 19 minutes left. Let's take a look in there. Starting to brown. Let's see if they're holding together. I kind of want to roll them, but I don't want to break them apart either. See, this is why I sprayed it. I suppose, you know what I should have done really, is put them on the rack, the sprayed rack. No, it's okay. They're holding together. The cheese is melting. Let's see if I can roll it. No, I'm going to leave them. We'll try that in another. We still have 18 minutes. Let's let them set. Okay, when it got to the 13-minute mark, which is about halfway, I did manage to rotate them. I got the flatter metal spatula out so I could really get under them. Some of them did stick, so you can see like the top is flat. And judging from what I did, I think you want to make them a little narrower. But they are going to bake up. So 9 minutes left. I'll see you all when they're done. Kind of psyched to try these things. We are done. What I did, it was originally 26 minutes. And since I had to pull them out to turn them, I added a couple minutes at the end. I did get them flipped, but I realized something as I was trying to turn them. And I kind of think I remember it now. I shouldn't have used the foil. Should have been sprayed parchment, right? They might have, even though you spray the foil, it's a little more likely to stick. But that's okay, they cooked, they're solid. We want them to cool anyway, so let's get them on the plate. So I think I'll play with them. I think what I might do the next time, well, we got to taste them first. But I tasted a little of the schmutz that was coming off them. I think they're going to be worth doing again. And I might do a little, next time, little unseasoned, very finely ground breadcrumbs, toasted breadcrumb. And that with the egg and the cheese, I think might help hold it together better. All right, let's get a look. Here we are. I think they cooled enough. I'm going to spritz a little lemon on them. And let's give it a try. Probably still kind of hot. I'll start with the smaller one. They seem to be the most solid. And I'm not going to dip because I don't think I'm going to eat all this tartar sauce. So I don't want to schmutz it up. I'll go like this. Guess what? These are pretty good. I mean, how simple could it be? Can of tuna fish, cup of grated cheddar, 1 egg. I might put a little breadcrumb for body, but these are pretty good little snack. I like them. Little fish sticks. They'd even make a nice little sandwich in a hot dog bun, a couple of them in a hot dog bun. The tartar sauce, a little shredded lettuce, hot sauce, tuna fish sticks. I apologize to the person who invented this or who posted it that I saw. I was going to put you in the description. If anybody sees this and knows who it is, or if you see it, we don't try to rip anyone off on this channel. If I see something I like, I get pumped. I make enough of my own wacky stuff up. This I like the look of. Tuna fish sticks. See you all for the next episode.
Come on, let's do